boys and girls of the shaft! I'm back, my children, with another top 10 video. Today, we'll be covering my top 10 dinosaurs that need a TLC pass immediately. All of the dinos on this list at least need a skin update. I mean, come on, we all know Ark loves skins, so give us that much at least, or actually a bit more, because they definitely need a little bit more love than just skins. This list will also address ideas that have been gathered from within the community about what else could be added and should be added to our beloved forgotten dinos. So let's get right into it with number 10, the Plesio. Oh boy, the Plesio. Look at this goofy dude. How long has it been since we even thought about this guy? He's so useless and he looks so dumb. This guy is in desperate need of some tender love and care right now. But what exactly is it that he needs other than a makeover? Because this just looks so sloppy. First of all, obviously an update to how he looks. That goofy face doesn't do this fierce beast's history justice. What about his abilities? As I just said, this creature is currently useless in the eyes of anyone who plays Ark. You may get him to travel, but then again, there's better options. He's not special. Now, after a long talk with some of the best Ark players I know, they helped decide on these abilities for an update. The Plesio should be a taming mount. It already is just so gosh darn fast. It sucks at everything else though. The Plesio needs a way to make it worthwhile. I really believe the critter should be able to seat 2 players, making it efficient for taming other creatures while underwater. Having superior speed and the ability to seat 2 players would be amazing. It may sound simple, but it could make a huge difference. Number 9, the Bufo. Ah, the frog, the licker of Ark. Annoying when you're a lower level trying to tame them, as they can knock you out pretty easily. But yet again, look at this dude. These guys are ugly and just useless when you're no longer a little Bob. But what could be done to this gal? Well, first of all, one of the best suggestions I heard is turn him into a hardcore cementing paste farmer. I mean, even more hardcore than he already is. We know he can turn bugs into cementing paste right now, but honestly, this could use a big buff. I do really like that idea. It sounds fast and convenient for those lower levels, and it's not even too extreme of a tweak that the devs would have to make. I mean, we're just doing a couple of number changes here. While we're at it, I think increasing that melee damage and maybe even increasing the torpor would do this little guy some justice. I want to see top tier alpha PvP tribes bouncing along on their frogs. Number 8, the Megalodon. Yes, the Megalodon. Remember when you first installed the game how terrifying they were? Not any longer. Now they're just kind of the pest of the Ark seas. These aquatic beasts are everywhere. Like it's just annoying. They don't really add anything other than to be annoying. These have been here since day 1 of Ark with no changes whatsoever. So what? It can swim underwater? Slowly? It can sometimes kill something until you know someone who has a Plesio comes along, or you just get zapped off of your shark? Here's what I think this big bad beast of the sea needs to be made into. A battle mount! Come on, let's make this actually a scary tame. Make it so you cannot be zapped off of it, first of all. Make it fast so it's more dangerous. Heck, make it so in a pack they can easily kill a lead sick thief. Now that sounds good. Number 7, the little Giga. Oh man, the Giga. I remember when I used to fear this creature, but unfortunately, as the game has progressed, the poor guy has been left behind. Now, I can handle it being stupidly large. I won't be like one of those dino nerds who cry saying, but it's not really that big, bro. No, I think the size is cool and it makes it scary. But please, make it look scary. It looks so dang goofy, dude. I cannot even take it seriously. Also, please please fix its running and getting stuck on everything. Please. Other than that, it's okay. Honestly, the Giga isn't a terrible tame. Some people think it's been nerfed through the ground, but honestly, it's just good. Number 6, the Quetzel. Ah, the Quetzel. I miss seeing these guys all over the place. They are honestly such a cool dino. They have so many uses: an airbase, a battle bird, a farmer, a taming mount. There's just so much good about the Quetzel already. What could possibly need to be updated about it? Okay, ready for this? It's speed. Now, yes, I love the speed nerf of the birds just as much as everyone else does. I'm in full support of it, just as much as everyone else is, because you know everybody loves it. What? What the? But when it comes to the Quetzel, I believe its base speed needs to be increased. It is just painfully slow. They're so terrible to ride. I can barely stay awake trying to fly one of these around. Like, it needs an auto fly button at least. Oh, and reskin it desperately. Number 5, the big, the bad, the berry farmer of the Ark, the Bronto. Now here we go. Here's something I am very passionate about. Please make this big thing better. Just make it better, make it faster, stop its goofy little run. Now, I will say this. I think, as in the state of the game, it is honestly good. I don't think ability-wise it really needs a rework, but animation and look-wise, it desperately needs to be improved. Holy cow, this thing looks so dumb. The only possible thing I can think that would be nice to add would be to make the Bronto a mobile feeding trough, allowing us to fill its inventory with food and place critters on or near it, and it'll feed them. Mummy Bronto, I'm hungry! Coming in at number 4, the Karno. Its arms. Straight up, before we do anything, look at them. What the heck are those arms? They're like little chicken wings. The Karno could never make a bed. I know some people can't touch their toes, but he can't even touch his chin. Okay, now that that's out of my system, besides a skin rework, this little man needs to get fast. Way faster. I want a Karno that's almost the speed of a dangalili, alongside giving it an actual ram attack. I'd even love to see it be able to latch on and shake people around for a moment. Give some more spice to this Micro Rex. He's already an extremely dangerous creature, but I really do feel he needs more to him. Make him a bit more exciting for us again, because at the moment, a Yui or a Rex will always be chosen over a Karno. And this really highlights a big problem with Ark as a whole. You have early game, and then you kind of have end game, and there's no real mid game because there's no point. Do you ever see anyone use like kite and armor or a lot of these other things that are supposed to be like early mid game level? No, you don't, because no one bothers. They skip over it because it's not hard to level up past that stuff and use the better stuff. Number 3, the Moza. The Moza, the Rex of the sea. Honestly, absolutely terrifying if you actually venture into the water and see one of these. These beasts are tanky, being a Bronto mixed with a Rex, basically. Strong but can carry a base on its back. But unfortunately, that's about it. For such a cool creature, it's really being overlooked in these TLC passes. There's so much cool stuff you could do with it. I mean, come on, you have inspiration handed to you from the form of Jurassic World. Let's talk attacks. The Moza should have a grab and roll attack like the Sarco does, being able to latch onto creatures such as a Megalodon and roll and shake them around, being a deadly high damage attack that'll knock the rider off. Secondly, I believe it should have an attack that launches it out of the water and snaps, like that iconic scene from Jurassic World. As a side effect of this, it could also do mild damage to structures on your back. All right, non-gender binaries, we're almost through. You ready for the next 2? Hey, that rhymed. Number 2, the Pterodactyl. Hey guys, remember when Ark used to be Patera Flying Simulator before that nerf? Yeah, you heard me. I liked the nerf. At least that part of it. But I do agree with everyone else that speed nerf is terrible. Anyway, this guy is still used sometimes, like pretty much never. Nowhere near as much as when he was the fastest in the sky, when you could cross the entire map in 30 seconds with him. But I really feel like there's a lost opportunity here. Now, this may sound really strange to some, but bear with me. I believe the pterodactyl, sorry, I'll stop saying that because I know a couple of you in the comments, actually no, many of you in the comments are gonna be like, it's not a Patera! How can you say that? You're so stupid! Not understanding that it's a joke, but okay. The pterodon. Are you happy? I'm gonna now continue saying Patera and you can get over it because I like the way it sounds. Anyway, I believe the Patera should be a prime meat farmer. I believe you should be able to shoot down into the ocean while still riding it. And if you aim it right, you can grab a fish that will equal 1 prime meat. Now, I get you don't want it to stay underwater, so force it back up once it hits a certain depth. This sounds like so much fun to me, especially if you can do it to players in the water. I'd love to dive bomb them. And finally, coming in at number 1, the Titanosaur! Ah yes, the Titanosaur! Once upon a time, this was a creature that would strike fear into the hearts of everyone. If someone tamed one of these, you knew you were actually screwed. You would bow down to anyone who had one of these big bad boys. But now, they honestly aren't very scary at all. They can be easily enough countered with good defense and some Gigas and Brontos. I'd love to see a slight buff to these. And a buff with the skin also. First of all, dealing with the skin issue, I mean, the face is weird, the textures on the back are kind of low quality. Let's just refine it, just like how we refined our other creatures. Now, what can we do to make the Titan a little bit more scary? Well, here's a simple suggestion, and let me know if you have any other ideas by leaving a comment down below. What if we gave the Titan some sort of damage multiplier so that it can destroy spikes on the ground, like metal spikes, much, much easier? Because currently this is a huge problem with Titans. It's just a complete disabler. People can just spam spikes around the Titan and it can't do anything. So make it much easier to destroy spikes, and let's get something new and fresh into the PvP scene again. We have the Extinction Titans as it is. They can fly. So let's get some fear back into the original Titan by giving it something unique, whether that be just a damage multiplier to its ability to destroy like spikes on the ground or something else. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Oh my goodness. Not to mention we have to add that Plant X2 through this big useless goof. The Titan has turned into purely cleanup duty on servers. They aren't fearsome, they just suck. Fix the stamina too, please. If you run out of stamina while fighting, you are just fully screwed. And I know I already said it, but I'll say it again. Fix its face! Look at its face! Look at it!